Hello everyone, welcome back to Esoteric Ramblings. I'm Jesse Arnold, and today I'm going to be giving you my Comic Haul rundown for Wednesday, September 23rd, 2020. Hey everybody, welcome back. Thanks for coming by the channel. Really appreciate it. Doing a Comic Haul review rundown today of all the books I got this week, and I want to give a little preview of what might be coming up over the weekend. I had a pretty busy weekend this past weekend, so I didn't get to do anything review story-wise on here. So hopefully I'll get to do something this weekend. No real exciting toy reviews at the moment, and maybe some movies or some commentary on some other things. But we'll see what happens. So I might do a Camp Cretaceous review, as I've watched that on Netflix. Watched The One and Only Ivan with my mom on Sunday, so we'll see where we're at when I get to do some stuff this week. So that said, let's just get right into the Comic Haul rundown. Again, I go alphabetically until I get to my top 5, and in between the main rundown and the top 5 is my cover pick of the week. So which this one kind of cheats a little bit. I got it this week, technically released a while ago, but it took a while to ship. So anyway, first up is Aquaman 63 from DC Comics. Next up is Doctor Doom number 7. I almost forgot what was going on in this book. It has been so long since it came out, but this has been a really great series if you like Doctor Doom. Speaking of being a long time since the last issue came out, Spider-Man number 4 from J.J. Abrams and his son Henry. Yeah, I had to reread some stuff and double check what was going on here, but this has been a pretty fun story set in possibly an alternate future where Peter and MJ have a son who has inherited his spider abilities. It's not the most lighthearted of books. It's a pretty serious, well, I mean not serious, but a little heavier of a Spider-Man story, but it's been pretty good. Image bringing us Undiscovered Country number 8. This has been a really wild storyline so far from Scott Snyder, Charles Soule, and the creative team. If you want to see a weird future where America has literally sealed itself off from the rest of the world and chaos has happened inside, definitely want to check this book out. It's a lot of fun. That's it for my main rundown. So next up is my cover of the week. Like I said, this one actually came out a while ago, almost 2 months ago, I think, or over a month ago at least, and it finally shipped from Golden Apple Comics out in California, but it's an exclusive Art Adams, excuse me, I said that completely wrong, an exclusive Adam Hughes variant cover presented by Frankie's Comics, which I am not familiar with, but I got it from Golden Apple. It is Harley Quinn 75 Adam Hughes cover. I have a lot of Adam Hughes comics and art, and when I saw he was doing a Harley in the classic costume, I just had to get that one. Of course, she's got her hyenas there. Beautiful cover. Yeah. So yeah, Harley Quinn 75 Adam Hughes from Frankie's Comics or Golden Apple Comics, where I got it. Alright, so I guess that brings me to the top 5 for the week. And we'll start with number 5, which is Low, issue 25. The build-up on this series, I know I talked a little bit more about it last time. I think it was featured in my top 5. Whew, what a story from Remender and crew on this book. Definitely want a weird, even crazier apocalyptic future world than Undiscovered Country. Definitely want to check out Low. Humanity has been forced into these underwater cities. They're running out of oxygen, believing the surface is uninhabitable, and it's all about this family and all of the trials, tribulations, and horrors they have to go through to try to get mankind to a new world to live in. Number 4, spinning out of the events of Empire and her previous solo series and some of the things going on in Avengers, is the Immortal She-Hulk number 1 one-shots. And Marvel did, I don't know if it was all of their books, but a lot of their books had this very nice tribute for Chadwick Boseman on their books with the Black Panther logo. Again, spinning out of the events of Empire most recently, where she was kind of taken over by the Kotati. And this is a great book. A lot of fun. I like the art. She's got a conversation with Wolverine and some other things. Seems like they're setting up potential future storylines for her with what this story entails. I won't spoil too much more about that. So yeah, number 4, Immortal She-Hulk, just because I was not expecting... I wasn't sure where this book was going to go, and I was pleasantly surprised with the contents of it. So check that out. Number 3, yes, I am hyping an X-Men title, which 2 years ago or even a year ago would not have been surprising, but X-Men 10 of Swords, the one-shot that kicks it all off, Creation, has come out. This is, I don't know if this is the big event Hickman has been working to, or if it's the middle of his run, or wherever it's at, but he has definitely been building to this, along with, is it Trini Howard in Excalibur? Excalibur, a couple issues of X-Men, and some other stories here and there have definitely prerequisite reading for this, especially X-Men and Excalibur 12. Came out last week. It feels like an Image, just weird sci-fi Image book that has somehow gotten stitched together to the X-Men universe. And of all the X books going on, I'm actually enjoying this story because it plays more into the Excalibur realm of things with Otherworld and sword and sorcery sort of elements. So that's why it's on my top 5 this week. So check this out. There's some cool stuff in there. It is a massive, massive issue. It does have the contents of the Free Comic Book Day X-Men book that came out in May or early June. So that is all reprinted in here, or I guess got borrowed for the free preview. So yeah, 10 of Swords, Creation, number 1. It's part of, as you can see on here, part 1 of 22. So we've got a ways to go for this event, and it is crossing over between all the X books, along with 2 other one-shots, one in the middle and one at the end. I don't remember the exact names of those issues, but yeah, 2 more one-shots and then all the other books. There's a checklist in the back for you to follow. Number 2, and I was really surprised by this, so I'm just going to throw it up here. Juggernaut, number 1. I love me a big hulking villain for the X-Men to fight, so I was a little unsure what to expect with him as the central main character of a miniseries. And I gotta say, I was really blown away by this issue. The art is really good. The storyline is great. It felt similar to the X-Men Black miniseries they did a year and a half, 2 years ago, whenever that was, where each issue focused on a villain. And it feels like that, but it's definitely a little more drawn out. It's the first of, I believe, a 5-issue miniseries. So check this out. I know the shop I work at, Comics Connection in Mechanicsburg, we sold out of this today. We've got more coming in, but that one was a pretty hot one today. So if you like your big raging, destructive bad guys, that's definitely a book to check out. And it gives them a little more depth than just being a destructive bad guy. That said, we come to my number 1 pick for the week. I was pleasantly surprised by this issue, especially since the last issue was a little lackluster. It felt like 2 or 3 issues crammed into one, or that had been pared down to fit into one issue to wrap up the story. I don't know if this creative team is staying on the book, but I would really like it. But it does feel kind of like a one-shot story. Without further ado, I give you my rundown number 1 pick for the week. Shazam number 15. I've got the Manipal alternate cover, B cover here. I just think just that bright, again, like the Wonder Woman book from a week or so ago from Josh Middleton, the colors and just vibrant. This is a very striking cover, and it's a great story in this issue where Shazam, Billy, is kind of confronted with the reality that of real people. He ends up having a substitute teacher in class who kind of slams him pretty hard for his reaction to a class assignment, and he ends up getting involved in something that happens with her later in the issue. I don't want to give too much away beyond what I already have, but it's one of those great issues like some of the Spider-Man books Chip Zdarsky has done in the last couple of years, and some other things where it just really focuses on character, who they are, why they do what they do, and all of that. So yeah, there it is. Number 1 pick for the week, Shazam number 15. Really enjoyed that one. So there it is. There's the rundown. Even though I had a few less books, it feels like I've rambled on long enough here. So I'll leave you guys with that. Thanks for watching. Give me a like, give a subscribe, give me some comments. Let me know, what are you guys reading? Do any of these books interest you? Are you reading any of them? What are your thoughts on them? Have any of you read Shazam or Juggernaut? Let me know. I'm intrigued. I want to know what you're thinking. So leave me some comments if you want, and I'll be back in a couple of days with some other new review or new topic. So that's it. I'm rambling off the video. I'm gonna stop talking before I make a complete and utter fool of myself. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.